I asked a lot of people online about what they think would make TTYD harder, and we're gonna go over it. We're gonna go over some of the comments, bro, and to kind of talk about that and the remake. I got a lot of comments. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to go over them too.
All right, man. I gotta know. How excited were you when that announcement dropped, bro?
Dude, I was at work, so I wasn't streaming it, but dude, when I tell you I screamed and everyone heard me, they were just like so confused.
My God, bro.
Yeah, like,
dude, I was literally driving to work. I had to pull over, bro. I had to pull over on the street. I was like, I can't be driving while watching this, bro. I gotta pull over. Put the hazards on and everything.
That's actually crazy. Dude, my coworker's like, bro, what happened? I'm like, nothing, don't worry about it. don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah, you can.
Where do I start? Am I starting Reddit, YouTube, Twitter? I saw quite a few people say remove Superguarding entirely, which I don't know, man. I don't know if I can agree with that.
I definitely can't.
Like,
I get it.
I get it too, because from a casual perspective, if you see Superguarding, you feel like the challenge is going away. But like, coming as a challenge runner, right? Like, the meta for challenge running has evolved so much that like Superguarding is like just actually unnecessary. So like, if you want to do it, like Triple just said, it's more about like skill expression than it is being broken. Because don't get me wrong, like it's broken, but so is Peril, you know?
Yeah.
so is Peril ground pound, multi-bonk, power bounce. All you have to do is just make Superguarding, like, you need to make sure it costs something. Like, it needs to just be more deliberate when you want to use it, right? That's what I think.
Like, when people say they would remove Superguarding, they don't realize how much they are removing from just removing Superguarding. It's yeah, like JD said, it's not even just skill expression. You're just removing like the game, like, and how much possible things you can do in it.
A lot of people had like inflated stats. Every single time somebody says to increase enemy defense, I cry, because that is, in my opinion, the worst way to make things harder. I can appreciate endurance stuff,
because the endurance, like, I don't mind an endurance boss, you know. It's like, all right, that's, you know, that's its design sometimes, but like, I think the worst way to make an endurance boss is actually adding defense to it, because it's just kind of like you can't even do anything off the jump. Like, you have to like get a you know, a debuff badge, which is fine, but it's like those type of badges most of the time are ass. So
yeah, and it's like, and it's totally, yeah, I mean, it's totally fine to give like certain bosses like high defense or something. I mean, it really depends on the game, but in TTYD specifically, raising defense is bad because there's only so many like piercing moves in your arsenal.
Like Hero Mode Gloomtail boss, like, he has no defense. He can charge for defense, but it's only one turn, and it's like, I think that's a decent way to go about it.
Yeah,
for the most part,
it's only one turn. So
exactly.
It's like you have to plan around it. Yeah, I think, yeah, Maquette, increased HP would be much better, because like, as long as it's not like too much, because doubling H, well, in TTYD doubling HP is pretty bad, but in the, yeah, whatever they do, if there are any changes, like, doubling HP would do nothing really. Is vanilla TTYD a challenging game? No. Okay, hold on. Let me rephrase, because I have a lot of insight into that actually. TTYD is a challenging game for people who are not experienced with RPGs. If you don't know what you're doing, Smorg, Gloomtail, Grotus, and especially Shadow Queen will fuck you up.
They will.
Like, it's gonna happen. The first time Shadow Queen does 3 attacks and deals 20 damage to you, you're like, wait a minute.
Fuck. Dude, because it's like, I don't even think it's like Grotus himself. It's like Grotus into Bowser. It's like
that's true too. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Now, if you're like experienced, it definitely gets like, it's pretty easy. Once you like know what you're doing, yeah, it gets pretty easy. Like if you pick up really quickly that attack is really good and that defense is just okay, you'll have an easier time for sure. Because bosses will just die before they can really like stop you. Even if you're casually playing. If you're not good with action commands either, like the special moves, which are some of Mario's best moves, like if you're not good with that shit, like it can really be a detriment to you. Oh yo, JD Acer put something, hold on. New or altered attacks, Kirby EX mode style. Oh, that'd be sick.
I would love that actually.
Now that's good design, bro. Because it's like you could do a boss refight and add that shit in.
Like when I think of hard mode, I actually think of like Kirby, like just Kirby X bosses. Like they like twist it up like really well.
Somebody said less star points earned on battles. Yeah, that's not a bad. No.
I disagree.
It's just let's hear it, bro.
Okay, so I'm saying this from experience. The reason I disagree with that is because if you give too little star points, no one's gonna want the battle. They're only gonna get their star points from bosses. They're like, all right, what's the point? Like I'm getting like 2 star points.
Kind of getting close to like RPGs like Sticker Star that don't give experience at all, right?
Yeah, it's like what's the point? Like I'm just not gonna do it then. I'm just gonna level up on like mid bosses and like major bosses.
Sure.
And if you give too many, that causes like a farming problem. It's like, all right, I'm just gonna reload the area and just keep getting star points.
Right.
Players will do that, and they will.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can't underestimate what players will do. You know.
Yeah, like you actually in this game at least for Paper Mario, you actually have to balance the star points correctly, because otherwise they're just gonna abuse the fact or ignore the fact that they exist altogether.
Actually, insane. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I was gonna say that probably wasn't bad, but you're making a lot of sense.
Yeah, like you cannot lower star points because then like battling literally becomes like
right. And then at that point, only the only people who are really gonna battle are going to be the people who just like enjoy the combat.
Exactly.
And like that's not really, you're not gonna hit as many people. A casual player who's not like, or someone who's not like super into the RPG like combat, they're like there's more to RPGs for them that they enjoy. Like they'll just never battle.
Yeah, like you're not getting anything. It's like why? It's like it's such like I hate. Or I don't want to say I hate, but I really dislike that.
Glad I brought it up, bro.
I really dislike that point. It should never be like a valid point either, in my opinion.
Damn, bro.
It's just like I went through like 2 years of like balancing hell, so it's just like I understand. Like I actually understand it.
Somebody said Nerf multi-hits. I've seen this. I think I've seen this a couple times too, actually.
I agree.
Multi-hits are pretty insane. I don't. So here's the thing. You have to be. This is like experience. You have to be. You have to be really careful about how you do multi-hits. I think the way to nerf multi-hits is to just like probably cap them earlier.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know if I prefer this over the way TTYD does it now, but you know, in TTYD, there's like the soft cap and the max cap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of where I'm going with this GD Easter is like if you just like capped it at 5 for everybody, it would definitely balance some things out a little, but I guess on the same coin, it doesn't really matter because most bosses endgame are like 6.
I'm of the opinion of, I feel like common enemies, at least most of them, they really shouldn't have a. Okay, it also depends on like. All right, if we're talking for like normal vanilla TTYD, you get the badge early, right? So it's kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna use it then. If you want to work around getting the badge early, I definitely feel like you need to, like just make the hits either scaled down like by 2 or something, or like make sure it just costs more. I don't know, because like it's hard to balance something that's that early. Like that's that good and that early in the game, you know?
That's
like,
true. Yeah.
You either have to put it later or mid game, mid or late game, or just like don't put it in at all. It's because like that badge is ridiculous. Like you
I know,
cannot.
Man, I know it is ridiculous. I agree. It's like it is insane. But I guess I don't know. I guess on the same coin, I kind of like that there's the ability to be that broken. I guess just nerfing it by 2 is probably fine. Because like 8642 is still a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're hitting that, like, let me just do something. Let me bring out the calculator, as I usually do on my streams. If you're at 12 and you do a 5 hit, okay, I'm only using 12 as like a base. So I just did, okay, so if you start at 12 and you do a 5 cap, you only do 10 more damage or 10 less damage if you minus it by 2 every bounce. It's a little better.
Yeah, that's definitely a little better.
That's the difference. Like, the difference is 50 without and 40 with -2. So 50 the normal way and 40 -2. Like, that's not bad, bro.
No, I agree. It's definitely not.
Somebody said add X-Yux to every encounter. I think I responded to this.
What the fuck?
Yeah, then somebody else said every enemy creates a mini Yux plus shield after they attack. God damn it, bro.
I don't know what to say to that.
Bro. Holy shit, bro. That was you? Get lucky. Yo, get some help, bro. Listen, I'm just being real, bro.
Yo.
Bro, I'm just being real, bro.
Like, bro, that was the best thing I've ever heard. Bro, get lucky? Nah, get help.
Holy shit. I got a good chuckle when you posted that, though, get lucky. Like, honestly, you posted that, and I literally, like... Bro, I literally almost, like, fell out of my seat. The Grotus X's hit, and then they spawn their own X-Yux?
No, please. No, dude.
Oh my god.
That sounds horrible.
Oh, here's one that's good. Somebody said they'd like something similar to the challenge medal in Bowser's Inside Story, or Bug Fable's hard mode medal, where it gives enemies higher HP and attack, but also gives you better rewards.
See, things like that feel... Because, like...
I don't think you get more EXP, it's more like more coin.
I don't know, that feels very, like... fake to me when it's like, oh, here's a badge to make the game harder. It's like, if I wanted to make the game harder, I would just like, I would get like Dark Star Edition. You know, it's like I would do that from the get-go, not from like an optional badge. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, for Bug Fables, they actually only reason it's interesting because their hard mode medal is actually how they initially balanced it, but then I think they found like it was actually a little too hard, maybe in playtesting or something, so they actually rebalanced it to be easier, but kept the original balancing with hard mode. And you get it right at the beginning, so you can literally put it on like at the beginning of the game. Like, you automatically have it.
Okay. Alright, that's fine then.
And you get like more of their whatever their coin equivalent is, you get more.
Because honestly, that's how I was gonna go about like junior mode or hero mode, to just make it a badge.
Yeah, I mean that is good. It is a good idea.
Yeah.
Somebody said if they could do a hard mode, they do something similar to Breath of the Wild's Master Mode, where all basic enemies go up a tier. So all Goombas be Gloombas, Hyper, etc.
Hey, that sounds like.
And then hey, it sounds like it said. He then said it would require new versions of the highest tier plus new versions of bosses that have new attacks.
Oh wait, that sounds like... Wait a minute.
Was it called Hero Mode? Wait, what?